Hello, everyone. Welcome to Light Language Messenger. And for those of you watching on the Great Awakening Generator, you're very welcome here too. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you you found this and hopefully at the right time and that it resonates and it makes a lot of sense for you in whatever time it is that you catch it. Now, that sounds really puzzling and riddling, and I don't mean to. Just thinking out loud. And I just had a thing where I was trying to record this, and then somebody turned up unexpectedly. And my colors that I'm wearing are pink and pink. And it's a different shade of pink. That's more like watermelon. And that's pink, as in, a nice, bright pink, ordinary, naturally pink. And we just done the recording or just put out the video for the dusky pink dragons from Andromeda. And I'm kind of sitting on the fence at the moment with, okay, I'd said in that video that I was going to do 2 more videos or maybe 1 video. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to go with the 1 video. And it's not even the one that I thought I was going to go with. I'm just going to go with this one. I'll tell you a little bit about the backstory of this, right? So yesterday or last night, I was guided to sit down and do some journaling, as we all do, right? Most of us that are here are doing journaling diligently. We understand a lot of people in the community that we are in are talking about light language. We're talking about mindfulness practice. We're talking about physical things like that can keep you in a good space, fitness wise, as well as a body fitness, but healthy and also in a good mind space, like yoga. Okay, now I don't know why, but I just started to write some stuff, and then I heard the guide saying you need to talk about meditation. And I don't really know, and yes, I cannot tell you why. I mean, because I kind of take it for granted that everybody that catches the videos on the channels understand meditation, understand what meditation is all about and what is needed. Now, I haven't picked out any cards because that happened then, and my day has been such that this morning I had a meeting with a wonderful friend who always gives guidance in terms of in terms of higher purpose and purpose in life and all of those things. And so I didn't plan. I thought I might do a recording today, and then I thought, I didn't plan to. But anyway, here we are. We're actually talking and I'm recording. So I'm just going through, oh, wow, this card has come back. Cocoon of white light. Rest in perfect love, understand oneness. And that is the unicorn. This is a unicorn card. And this is from the Oracle card deck by Diana Cooper, The Magic of Unicorns, right? Now, I seem to be using the Diana Cooper Oracle card decks a lot again, even in personal sessions that I've been doing, stuff that if I meet someone and I feel like if I'm in a meeting, they need some light language and some words of wisdom. So it's a number 19 card, one of my absolutely happy numbers, right? And so I'm going to keep that out there because it's appeared twice, and I'm going to go with and I think I'm going with the other one as well because we're talking about meditation. And that's the number 44 card. I am presence. I am presence. I am presence, which is expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. Right. I find I am presence or I am that I am is probably one of the first things that really started to get into when I started getting into the space of meditation practice and things like that I learned. Okay, so friends, I don't know why we're doing it today, but we're going to do these cards. We're going to do some conversation around meditation, some practices. Before we do that, let's do a light language to bring us into the space. I'm just going to use one of these aura sprays here from Being Magic, Emma Liston's aura spray. Right, just cleansing the aura for you and for me. Una karani karang buruna nani karana karana karani 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 tamant. Kina kulukuta. La mahyana ne la le la 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 ishineram. Hulana tana kunana kita torona itum batslam aynakiam. Welcome everybody. Inchilekada intilokorama hakenamurota makasunturum. Iramakutana kariteta farana kachela karatata farana hai. Yerota farana keto kronsema karanishumala kateta tamara haina kateta farana hai. The crystal that I'm holding today for this session is the smoky quartz. Right. Meditation. Now, one of the things I've realized is that sometimes it just comes to a point where we've taken it for granted that everybody that finds the channel, that finds the messages, or that even those people that watch it regularly, that they they have a regular meditation practice or mindfulness practice. But I'm today being asked to remind everyone to have your mindfulness practice, firstly, all right? And if you already have one, to maybe review it and think about how you're going to be mindful. Now, when it comes to the astrology and what the astrologers are saying for June 2024, there is a lot of airiness around, and they're really encouraging us to be grounded and really, touching the earth with our bodies, as in walking on the earth barefoot, walking in nature, taking the time out. If you feel like you need it, then just go ahead and just do it, right? Just go out and be in nature. Be with things that uplift you, things that bring you peace and bring you joy, bring you all of those things that make you feel good. Feeling good is very important. Being grounded is very important in this time. It has always been, but very especially more so now. And especially that we've got planets and star systems linked that have got a lot of air energy in them, right? And we are currently in the season of Gemini. All right, Gemini season goes on till about the 21st, 22nd of June, or thereabouts. Anytime from about the 19th to the 22nd is when it comes to a conclusion. So I just need to breathe for a second. And there you go. That's it. Sometimes that's all it takes. Just breathing to center, to gather my thoughts. Take a moment, take a breath. This is what we're talking about today, meditation or mindfulness practice. Are you breathing? Of course we're breathing. We breathe all the time, you might say. Of course, Rose, we're breathing. Yeah, of course we're breathing. I get it. I agree. We're breathing. Are we yawning? Yes, because that's again to do with expelling breath that needs to be expelled out of the body into once again to revive and refresh. Because when we breathe, that action sends oxygen to the brain to take a moment and breathe, which then might project a yawn. The body is playing the game, isn't it? And this is the thing. This is the reason why we say what we say here. Because breathing brings in creativity, realignment of the body. Deliberate breathing. Yes, we're breathing all the time, but quite often we're breathing in the last breath that we had a stretched out moment or a big moment or a profound thought pattern or feeling Yarana kito karanakatsama khal anselete anakurut farkhat. We just need to say that. And you know, with sessions you have with me, light language just sometimes just turns up. So it's apt that we have the smoky quartz. It is a grounding crystal. A reminder to breathe in June. Do you really need to be reminded? Because should you be doing? Yes, of course, we're doing it automatically, but sometimes we are caught up in the stresses and the actions of life that we can keep the breath of the stress. Let's read our cards. Actually, before we read the cards, what is your mindfulness practice? What is your mindfulness practice? This is a question for myself too. My mindfulness practice, I'm discovering. I've always known my mindfulness practice, or there are a few things that are my mindfulness practice naturally. If I go walking, whether it's in suburbia, whether it's in nature, I automatically go into a mindfulness space, because even if I'm walking in suburbia, there are things to see. There are trees, like quite often in the area that I live in, especially this time of year, we've got all these beautiful toadstools and mushrooms turning up everywhere. Yeah. And it's reminding me then that gnomes live under toadstools or into toadstools. It's reminding me of the elemental kingdom. It's reminding me of fairies and gnomes and you know, elves and yeah. Okay, it's one of them. One of that language comes from one of that a group of beings. Right. So that's what happens when I go walking. But then when I go into the water, and I'm not a strong swimmer, I can swim just to like, believe me, I have really lost my nerve when it comes to swimming, because I've had swimming lessons galore, and still not a strong swimmer. But when I'm in the water, and one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me is that I've learned to breathe underwater, because it takes a long time if you didn't swim a lot as a child and, you know, understand the dynamics of it. But ever since I've got that thing where I can breathe underwater, I can put my head underwater and I can hold my breath. And if I just do that, if I've been in a pool and I do a few laps of it, or I'm in the sea and I do a few laps of it and I come back. Oh, Kiana, I am just in another space. It's a very meditative space for me. Yeah. So that's one of the things that you can do. Remember to always be safe when you're swimming. Yeah. Don't just do it if you don't know how to do it. Learn and understand the technique of swimming before you actually just do it. Okay, right. Oh, I need to turn musician's mode off when I suddenly go into song. And then the one that we talk about a lot is sitting in your chair, being in a comfortable space, taking 5 deep breaths and just closing your eyes and just being mindful and just see where it takes you. And if you can sit in that space for 10 minutes, excuse me, and you cross over even for 1/16th of a millisecond or something like that Abraham Hicks says, you cross over into your meditative space and you will be there. And what does it do? It realigns our bodies. It realigns our minds. It realigns our thought patterns. Realignment. Balance. Synchronicities. Let's read from the Oracle card deck. And I'm thinking if there's anything else. Look, there's other things I do when I do baking and I make bread, for example, specifically where I'm kneading and plying the dough and just mixing, and my hands are doing those motions of kneading. And just that puts me into a meditative space. What is it that takes you into and when we talk about taking, that you are in this present moment, but you go into that space that takes you into the higher realms. There is something that happens with certain actions we take. And today I'm encouraging you to think about that. Some people do it when they're gardening. Yeah. Some people do it when they are just listening to music. Some people you can see them just close their eyes and just go away somewhere. And this is what is needed right now. Whatever it is that thing is that you need that takes you momentarily, if that is 10 minutes, if that is 5 minutes, if that is 15 minutes, currently in this time and space, go into your meditative space. You need it. We need it. And you need to know the technique to do it very quickly or whatever it is. In the last few weeks, I've been struggling to sleep. And then I've noticed, okay, after a while, I do it and I go to sleep. In the last few days, though, or nights, in the last few nights, I've put my rose quartz crystal under my pillow. And I've held my crystals, my Lemurian quartz crystals. There they are. I've held them in my hand and they've helped me go to sleep. Because what happens when sometimes the breathing is not working? Because maybe a sleeplessness is so strong that it keeps you awake and nothing, your mind is so active, nothing can bring you in there. You have the aids of things like crystals. You have the aids of music. You have those 432 hertz, 369 hertz, or 963, not 369, 963 hertz. These are the things that can help you. And today I was asked to remind all of you that watch that that's what you have, that's what's available to you. And please remember that, especially now in this time when sometimes we can get caught up. I'm also being reminded to remind you to not get caught up in things that do not serve your purpose here on the planet and do not serve your life here on the planet, right? And I feel at this point I'm going to mention something. In recent times, I've had a few people, I live in New Zealand, and I've had a few people make statements like, I believe New Zealand has got a very special part to play in the transformation process. And I'm really looking forward to what that is. And I want to say to all of you, so am I. However it comes through. But I want to also remind very gently, very lovingly, please do not make your ascension process and your transformation about this. Just got a doggy barking. Well, friends, sorry. We had to stop for a moment. Baxter was getting really excited about another dog barking, and it did sound like it was in a bit of strife. So it has stopped, and I could hear the owner just calming it down. So that's all good. So, as I was saying, talking about what is your country, what part does your country have to play in the transformation process? And in going forward, you just got a bird talking into this, right? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pretty intense, but that's good. We accept that too. It's sitting on the roof across the way. There's the house across the way, and it's just talking from there. And it's sitting right next to the TV aerial. I wonder what that means. Anyway, so as I was saying, coming back to what part New Zealand plays in this transformation process, it's a very big part, a lot of people believe. And hey, I can't answer the question. I do know one thing. For me personally, New Zealand has been playing a part in the transformation process for a very, very long time. It has been playing a part in the transformation process. My energy tells me that, my guidance system says to me, from before we even understand time. That is how far back New Zealand has been playing a part in the transformation process. Because remember, New Zealand has connections to Lemuria. And as I was saying before I had to pause the recording, please do not let yourself get caught up in New Zealand's part to play in this transformation process. Please get caught up in your part to play in the transformation process. Right now, that's all that matters. What we do individually will impact what happens collectively. And please understand, I am not trashing anyone's belief in that or whatever, but I'm just saying it from the perspective of love and from the platform of love. Please be concerned with your transformation process, because whatever you do here will contribute to the collective, it will contribute to the country, and it will contribute to the planet. We do not stand alone. I know we are all unique, whether you're an individual, whether you're a country, or whether you're an animal, right? We're all unique. Even animals are unique in what they do, because think about your pet. Quite often your pet might be doing something other pets are not doing, right? So I'm really encouraging you to be authentically yourself, to work on your mindfulness practice. I didn't realize that part of about New Zealand was going to come out in this video, but that makes sense. Okay. So I feel like I need to say, please continue with your mindfulness practice. Please be focused within yourself. Remember that 2023 happened, the year of self-love, the year when even energy healers had to stop what they were doing and look at themselves, whether it was a shadow self, whether it was a higher purpose side of themselves. They had to do that. Coming back now to mindfulness practice. I want to encourage you to keep using your mindfulness practices. I don't know if there's anybody out there who's forgotten. I sometimes forget. All of us have a time, a morning, for example, that you don't do the regular mindfulness practice. But it's also relative and relevant to this time, right? Because quite often, if you notice how things that were programmed have now become deprogrammed. So likewise, we too are being deprogrammed from those things that are programmed, that we do diligently, that we do regularly. Because even in that practice thing, through the years, whether you were in church, whether you were out of church, whatever, we always said, have a mindful practice every day. Have something in place that you go to every day. That's what we've been taught. And it's all relative. It's all good. Nothing's wrong with that teaching. But we are now living in times where sometimes we had to go with the flow, and going with the flow means not doing exactly that every day, the same thing over and over again. We are being expanded, and so we need to remember that. Right, I'm going to pick up the cards again, and we're going to talk about that. The first card is the Cocoon of White Light card. I showed it earlier, and there it is. The Cocoon of White Light. I hope you can see it. Let's go back a little bit. Let's see if I do that. The Cocoon of White Light. The Cocoon of White Light card. It's number 90, one of my favorite numbers, a good number for me. Rest in perfect love and understand oneness is the first card. And the second one is this one, I Am Presence, a number 44 card, a master number. Expand your stellar gateway, I am that I am. Right, we're going to do that. We're going to read what it means, and we're going to do a light language for it. Right, we're going to look at this card here. Number 19, Cocoon of White Light. At its highest 12th dimensional frequency, source love is pure white. It is carried by unicorns. When they connect with you, they bring it down to the vibrational level you are ready for, while reminding you that your essence is divine love. When you choose this card, your guidance is to ask your unicorn to place you in a bubble of pure white light. White unicorn love is a pure and powerful healing force. It also soothes, smooths, and strengthens your aura, ensuring that no lower energies can enter, and giving you time and space to rest in peace. Being held in perfect love can affect you at the deepest level, For as you rest in it, your consciousness recognizes that everything is love and that your ego sees situations or relationships through distorted lenses. The cocoon of white source light dissolves any feelings you may have of separation and difference, enabling you to merge with the oneness. At a higher spiritual level, you are holding hands in amity and trust with everyone in the whole world. This is one of the most important lessons of your journey to enlightenment and ascension. So this card invites you to give yourself as long as you need to merge into love. And we are encouraged to find time and space to be still. Can't make that up. And when you find time and space to be still, you can close your eyes and breathe comfortably until you relax. And this is where you call your unicorn and see it in front of you. And you see it pouring light from its spiraling horn all around you. Sense it forming a protective bubble of white light. Your unicorn whispers that there is only love. Now feel all the love coming toward you. And as you feel all that is not love ebbing away, rest in the cocoon as it heals you in your core. Feet firmly planted on the ground. And your affirmation is, I rest in a cocoon of love. I rest in a cocoon of love. Mikana, mikana, mikana. I am presence. I am that I am, that I am, that I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am. So we're going straight into the new card, the other card, the I Am Presence card, friends. And it says, congratulations when you receive this card. It suggests that you are connecting with your monad or I Am Presence or preparing to do so. Wow. We're talking about meditation. I can't make this up. Your ascension path commences when you anchor and activate your 12 fifth dimensional chakras. Working with your unicorn accelerates your journey so first ask it to illuminate your earth star chakra beneath your feet. And then we become aware of if it's pure light moving through your base, your sacral, your navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, causal and soul star chakras before igniting the golden orange chalice of your stellar gateway above your head. Your stellar gateway is in charge of Archangel Metatron and is linked to your I Am Presence. Your original divine spark from source. It is directly connected to Nigele, the ascended aspect of Mars, which is the cosmic stellar gateway chakra, carrying peaceful spiritual warrior energy. When you tune into it, your unicorn brings you a download of peace and courage. Archangel Metatron's vast chalice is also connected to the great central sun, and millions of light codes are drawn into your stellar gateway from there. Your I Am Presence uses them to support your soul and bring you happiness. The most potent I Am affirmation of all is, I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am that I am. I am that I am. It enables you to embrace for a fraction of a second the light of your monad. Your guidance is to sit quietly and illuminate each chakra in turn with unicorn light, then connect through your stellar gateway to your I Am Presence. Oh, yeah, friends, you know, I've got to say that I can't make this up. I know that sounds like a stale line I use all the time, but it is. If you listen to yesterday's video, if you watched it, then you know that there's something in tune here with us, and there's something happening about the 12 chakras. All right. And, you know, Emma Liston is about to release her 12 chakras, the sprays. Oh, she's released the sprays, right? She's produced them and she's released the sprays, and she's about to tell you about them. And I just can't imagine why. And I'm sorry, I haven't even spoken to Emma about this, what I'm doing, because she has no idea that I'm even doing the recordings. But the fact that the 12 chakras appeared in yesterday's video, and then here we go now through this card, we are hearing again about the 12 chakras. I just feel that it's uncanny, that we can't make this up, that this is happening. This is synchronicities. This is alignment. So we're going to take a deep breath. In Hiya kalemena hulumahanem halemakutsa marotladeyo anekeraranakutulodorum. Friends, I'm going to encourage you to hold a crystal in your hand, whichever one that resonates. Currently, I'm holding this the smoky quartz, which is related to grounding. I could use one of my Lemurian crystals too. Marina kota marina kotam. Oh, ahia ho. Galina lelokoma. So as you sit or you stand, take a moment to breathe. I know I asked this before, but do it again. Now be aware of your Stellar Gateway Chakra. It's a huge ball of golden orange light above your head. Kyama, yama. Yeah, we're working with Archangel Metatron. It is the Stellar Gateway Chakra is a huge ball of golden orange light above your head. Now ask Archangel Metatron to bring it down over you. Ask Archangel Metatron to bring it down over you. Your unicorn lights it up. Sense it. It's linking to your I am presence. To your monad. Maya Maya Mahaya Marayu Mahaya Mahaya Mo Mikira Makoto Nayam Jitjarana Jitjarana Jitjarana. You see this unicorn, and it's got in its wings these awesome orange lights, golden lights coming through it, orange gold lights coming through it. Remember too that Archangel Metatron works with the golden orange dragons. And then the orange dragons from Arcturus are also working with these dragons. Take a moment. Now breathe again. this time when you breathe in, I would suggest you breathe it in through your nose and don't go all the way first, all the way to the bottom of your feet, connecting with your Earth Star chakra. Bring that connection through, and then come back up through your feet and into your body, and then come in through your root chakra and all the lower chakras. And then come through your solar plexus and then into the higher chakras. Heart chakra, Pahat, into your throat chakra. Bring the breath. And then you're going into the third eye, through the crown chakra, and all the way through the causal chakra. And from this causal chakra into the soul star chakra, and bringing your breath all the way out into the stellar gateway. And now as you come out of that, see the light, see the light, see the light. And can you see the unicorn with the orange gold wings? Here, the solar dollar has turned up, and the solar dollar is my name for the solar dragon. The golden solar dragon. Here, Sarafash Lakatofona Ketamakutura. And then we've got all the orange dragons. Archangel Metatron's dragons. All the dragons from Helios. Connecting you, keeping you grounded here on the planet, but connecting you through the stellar gateway. Yes, to your monad. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. Come back then. Come back. Come back through the stellar gateway. Even if it meant you pause the video and to communicate with the monad, with your dragons, whomever you are connecting with there of higher light, all the higher light beings that are there already waiting for you to communicate. Pause it, get messages if you need to. And coming through the stellar gateway into the soul star, and then back through the causal and the crown chakra. And as you come in through the crown chakra, just come into your body. Realign with the third eye and your throat chakra and both the upper heart and your heart chakra. All the way into the solar plexus, and then the navel and the sacral and the root chakra, and then going through to your legs, to your feet, and then you feel yourself, your roots, your silver and gold roots, connecting to the Earth Star chakra, which then is connecting you with the pyramid, the crystal pyramid in the center of the earth. Hey, I am that I am, that I am, I am, that I am, I am. I am that I am, that I am, that I am, that I am, I am. I am. clouds of energy. Ein. Thank you, friends. Being grounded, staying grounded. Halayla, halayla, nakhaila, nakhala, nakhai. Rumahai, kararama, khurunakhay, nakhatamahai. Wow, I thought we were done, and then we had to just come through and bring ourselves through. I encourage you to have some water after this. Take a salt bath. If that's possible for you. Or have some hot water with salt, boiled water, salt and lemon. Karanikito. This was to enhance your practice. Whatever it is that we need to do. When you start off with meditation, came back into being authentically you and talking about your ascension process, not only not to be concerned about the outside world, but what yourself. And then we brought this through. Thank you so much, friends. Ale Mexico. Ale Mexico. There's a word I need to say before I go, and I just can't remember it. It came to me, and then I was doing the I am that I am. Om. Om. Still don't remember it. Kena Karate. Thank you for watching, everyone. Be strong. Actually, be yourself. It's not about being strong, it's about being you right now, here in this moment in space, whatever it is that you is right now. Thank you again. Namaste. So much love and light to all of you. Be well. Catch you next time. Keep reaching for the stars, huh? But feet on the ground. Thank you. Namaste, everyone. Bye-bye.